Remember when buying a German luxury sedan meant you made it? When Mercedes, BMW, and Audi were the holy trinity of automotive excellence, the undisputed kings of the luxury car world? Well, I have some devastating news for Stuttgart, Munich, and Ingolstadt. There is a new king in town, and it is wearing a Chinese badge that nobody saw coming. What you are looking at right now is not just another car trying to compete with the Germans. This is a full-scale declaration of war on everything the Big Three have built over the last century. I am talking about a sedan so advanced, so luxurious, and so technologically superior that it makes a brand new S-Class look like it is running Windows Vista while everyone else moved on to AI. And here is the part that is going to hurt. It costs half the price. Half. This is the Huawei Maestro S800, and I promise you, by the time we are done here, you are going to question every dollar you have ever spent on a German car. If you are a fan of Mercedes, BMW, or Audi, I need you to sit down for this one. Actually, you know what? Stay standing. You are going to need to pace around your room processing what I am about to show you. This is not just a review, it is an intervention. Let us get into why the German luxury car industry just got served its eviction notice. Let me start by saying this. The first time I saw the Maestro S800 in person, I legitimately thought I was looking at a concept car that escaped from an auto show. This thing does not look real. It looks like someone from the year 2045 sent back a sedan to mess with us. The front end is pure theater. Forget the predictable corporate grills you get from the Germans. This has what Huawei calls the Starry Horizon design language, and that is not marketing fluff. The entire front fascia is this massive illuminated panel filled with thousands of micro LEDs that do not just turn on, they perform. When you walk up to the car with the key, this thing wakes up like a digital organism. The lights ripple across the surface in waves, creating patterns that look like you are staring into a galaxy. It literally greets you with a light show that would make a BMW welcome sequence look like a flashlight flicker. And I am not talking about some cheap aftermarket LED strip. These are precision-engineered crystals behind automotive-grade glass that shimmer even when the car is off. Park this next to an S-Class at night, and the Mercedes suddenly looks like it forgot to get dressed. The headlights themselves are razor-thin horizontal blades that stretch aggressively into the front fenders, giving the car a predatory squint. They are not bulky, they are not trying too hard. They are just effortlessly modern in a way that makes Audi's newest Matrix LED system look a generation behind. Here is the kicker. These are not just headlights. These are digital projectors. This car can literally project a 100-inch image onto a wall in front of you. You can watch a movie using your headlights as the screen. Imagine pulling up to a campsite and turning your car into an outdoor cinema. Show me an A8 that can do that. I will wait. Now walk around to the side, and this is where you really start to appreciate the sheer scale and elegance. This sedan is 5.48 meters long. That's nearly 18 feet of car. It's longer than a standard wheelbase S-Class. It's almost as long as a Cadillac Escalade, but it's a sedan. The proportions are just perfect. Long hood, stretched wheelbase, and a fastback roofline that swoops down like a grand tourer. The stance is wide and planted, with muscular haunches that give it this coiled spring tension even when it's parked. The paint, oh man, the paint. This is a factory two-tone finish, not a dealer add-on, not a special order that costs $20,000 extra. Factory, you get this stunning silver over deep purple gradient that shifts in the light. The quality is mirror smooth with zero orange peel, zero imperfections. It looks like the car was dipped in liquid metal and left to harden. I ran my hand across the door panel, and it felt like touching polished glass. Mercedes charges you an extra $15,000 for paint this good. Here, it's just standard. The wheels deserve special mention. massive 22-inch forged aluminum discs that are polished to an absolute mirror finish. They look like giant dinner plates spinning down the highway. They are designed to smooth out airflow for efficiency, but let's be real, they are designed to let everyone within 100 yards know you've got money. And the door handles, forget about them, because they don't exist, not even pop-out ones. The entire door surface is completely flush with the body. When you approach the car, radar sensors in the side skirt detect your presence, and the door just swings open electrically like a butler presenting you with a coat. You don't pull anything, you don't press anything. The car sees you, knows it's you, and welcomes you in. It's the most opulent, unnecessarily perfect thing I've experienced getting into a car, and I absolutely love it. Swing around to the rear, and the drama continues. The taillight isn't just a bar, it's a statement piece. This is what Maestro calls the nebula scroll, and it's a massive single-piece LED element that stretches across the entire width of the trunk. But here's what makes it special. It has depth. If you get close and really look at it, the light appears to go on forever, like an infinity mirror made of red stardust. It's not flat. It's dimensional, layered, textured. The trunk line swoops down in this boat tail shape that reminds me of the ultra-exclusive Rolls-Royce boat tail that cost $28 million. This car has that same elegant, dropping rear-end design for a fraction of the cost, and there is a subtle active spoiler integrated into the trunk lid that deploys automatically at highway speeds to keep this land yacht stable. Standing behind this car, you get the sense that it's not just leaving, it's making an exit. Okay, deep breath because we need to get inside. And I am warning you right now, this is where Mercedes, BMW, and Audi should genuinely start sweating. Open that powered door, step inside, and the first thing that hits you is the smell. It smells like money. I am serious. Maestro has a built-in fragrance system with 3 different scents designed by a French perfumer, and it pumps a subtle cologne-quality aroma through the cabin. But look up before you even sit down. The ceiling. I need you to really look at the ceiling. That is not a glass roof. That is the starry sky headliner. Unlike Rolls-Royce, where they hand poke fiber optics into leather, this is a fully digital crystal matrix display. It twinkles. It shoots shooting stars across the roof on command. You can change the constellations, adjust the colors, and set the mood. At night, lying back in the rear seats with this thing activated, you feel like you are cruising through outer space. Now, let us talk about the dashboard because this is where German automakers need to take notes. The entire dash is one continuous piece of glass. I am talking wall-to-wall screen real estate. You have a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster for the driver, a massive 15.6-inch central touchscreen, and another 16-inch display just for the passenger. 3 screens. Seamlessly integrated into a single flowing piece of curved glass that looks like a piece of modern art. The graphics are crisp, the colors are vibrant, and there is zero lag. It runs on Huawei's HarmonyOS 4.0, which is buttery smooth. You can drag windows, pinch zoom, and swipe between apps. It feels more responsive than my laptop. And here is the flex. You can connect a gaming controller and play actual console-quality games on these screens while you charge. We are talking racing sims and high-definition gaming. A Mercedes S-Class gives you a navigation system that lags when you zoom too fast. This gives you a gaming PC. But the real party trick is the artificial intelligence assistant. This is not Siri in a car. This is a full or large language model, basically ChatGPT built into your vehicle. You do not say, "Hey car, turn on the air conditioning." You talk to it like a human. For example, "I'm feeling a little cold and I had a rough day at work." The car responds. It turns up the heat, activates the heated massage seats, changes the ambient lighting to a warm orange glow, and plays relaxing jazz through the speakers. I am not making this up. It comforts you. It reads your tone, understands context, and adapts the entire cabin environment to improve your mood. Let's talk materials, because this is where the Maestro just embarrasses the Germans. Everything you touch in this cabin is premium. The seats are wrapped in silk wool and Napa leather. Not fake leather, not vegan leather that peels after 3 years. Real, supple, top grain hide that smells like a high-end Italian shoe store. The stitching is laser perfect, with contrast thread that adds visual interest without being gaudy. The dashboard features real open pore wood, not that glossy plastic-coated veneer you get in a base model BMW. This is actual rare sapelli wood from Africa, warm to the touch and absolutely gorgeous. Crystal buttons for the climate controls catch the light like jewelry. Brushed aluminum accents feel cold and metallic, not painted plastic pretending to be metal. Even the air vents are motorized and rise from the dashboard when you turn the car on. They then sink back down when you power off. The front seats are 24-way, power adjustable. They are heated and ventilated and feature hot stone massage simulation with dedicated pneumatic bladders that knead your back like a trained masseuse. There are rollers in the seat that move up and down your spine, working out knots while you sit in traffic. And when you put the car in sport mode, the side bolsters automatically inflate to clamp your rib cage so you do not slide around in corners. But here is where Maestro really goes for the throat: the rear seats. You can spec this as a 6-seater with individual captain's chairs in the back, separated by a massive center console that runs the entire length of the cabin. And yes, there is a refrigerator, not a cooler that blows cold air. A real compressor-based fridge that can chill champagne to exactly 6 degrees Celsius, or switch to heat mode to keep your tea warm at 50 degrees Celsius. The rear seats have what they call zero gravity mode. Press one button and the front passenger seat motors all the way forward and folds down flat. The rear seat reclines to 143 degrees. That is nearly lying flat. A leg rest extends. A footrest drops down and suddenly you are in a bed. Sleep mode activates automatically. Blackout blinds close over all the windows. The starry sky headliner dims to a soft glow. Active noise cancellation kicks in, scrubbing out road noise so effectively it is quieter than a library. You could sleep through a hurricane in this car. And entertainment? There is a 32-inch retractable laser projection screen that descends from the ceiling. Yes, a laser projector, not LCD, a full 4K laser display that rivals your home theater. And the sound system, 43 speakers. They are everywhere, in the doors, the ceiling, the floor, the headrests. Total output is nearly 3,000 watts of power. When you watch a movie on that pop-up screen, the sound does not just come from the front, it moves. A helicopter flies overhead in the film, and you feel the audio travel across the roof of the car. It is spatial audio that makes a Burmester system in a Porsche feel like a clock radio. And here is the detail that melted my brain. The center armrest in the back has a touchscreen tablet built into it, but you can detach it. You can pick up the tablet, step out of the car, and still control the music, lighting, and climate from 50 feet away. It is feature overload in the best possible way. The trunk is massive, 445 liters, which is enough space for 4 full-size suitcases or a week's worth of shopping. You can fit golf clubs, strollers, luggage. It swallows everything. And despite being this opulent luxury barge, it is still usable as a daily driver. You could take this to the grocery store or a business meeting, and it works perfectly. Now let's get under the skin, because all that luxury would be meaningless if this thing drove like a golf cart. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. The Maestro S800 comes with dual electric motors, putting out around 530 horsepower in the base model. But if you go for the tri-motor performance version, you are looking at over 800 horsepower. 800 in a luxury sedan. This 18-foot limousine will launch from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 4.5 seconds. That's faster than a Porsche Panamera GTS. That's sports car territory in a vehicle that weighs as much as a small building. You hit the accelerator, and this thing just surges forward with violent, silent thrust that pins you to the seat. No engine noise, no drama, just pure, instant electric torque. The S800 is built on an 800-volt architecture with a massive battery pack that gives you over 650 kilometers of range on the CLTC cycle. That translates to about 400 real-world miles. Range matters. You could drive from Los Angeles to San Francisco on a single charge and still have juice left over. And when you do need to charge, here is the magic. 5C fast charging. You can plug this thing in and go from 10% to 80% in just 15 minutes. 15 minutes. By the time you walk into a rest stop, use the bathroom, grab a coffee, and come back, the car is ready to drive another 300 miles. A Mercedes EQS takes twice as long to charge for less range. An Audi e-tron needs nearly 40 minutes. But the real engineering wizardry is the suspension. It uses Huawei's Teling intelligent chassis, and that sounds like marketing nonsense until you experience it. The car has cameras and LiDAR that scan the road ahead 50 times per second. It sees potholes, speed bumps, and imperfections before you hit them. And it adjusts the suspension on that specific wheel to absorb the impact before it reaches the cabin. You literally do not feel the road. The car just floats. People throw around the term magic carpet ride, but this actually earns it. And it has rear wheel steering that turns up to 16 degrees. For context, a Mercedes S-Class turns 10 degrees. The extra angle means this 18-foot yacht can make a U-turn in a space tighter than a Honda Civic. You can whip this thing around in a parking lot like it's a go-kart. It also has a crab walk mode, where it can slide diagonally into a parking spot. Safety-wise, this car is a fortress. It is built on the Xuanwu architecture, named after a mythical Chinese black tortoise deity. The torsional stiffness is 53,000 Newton meters per degree. If you are not an engineer, that basically means this car is stiffer than a bank vault. It has 13 airbags for your knees, sides, and even between the front passengers. But you probably will not crash because this runs Huawei's SDS 4.0 autonomous driving system. It has a 192-line LiDAR on the roof, plus 11 high-definition cameras and 12 radars constantly scanning everything. This car does not just see other vehicles, it sees intent. It can predict if a pedestrian is about to step off the curb based on body language. It can navigate construction zones without lane markings. It can drive from your driveway to your office parking spot with zero intervention. It makes Tesla's full self-driving feel like a beginner's attempt. Okay, brace yourself. We have covered the spaceship exterior, the palace interior, the tech that makes German cars look vintage, and the performance that embarrasses sports sedans. Now we need to talk about the price, and this is where your soul is going to leave your body. You are looking at a car that competes directly with a Mercedes S-Class, a BMW 7 Series, and an Audi A8. Those cars, fully loaded, will cost you $140,000 to $160,000 easily. An S-Class with all the options can hit $180,000, a 7 Series with the executive package, and M Sport trim, $170,000 minimum. An A8L with the luxury package and all the tech, you are flirting with $150,000. So what does the Maestro S800 cost? Are you ready? Around 700,000 renminbi in China, which converts to approximately 98,000 US dollars. $98,000, less than 100 grand for a car that is objectively better equipped than anything Mercedes, BMW, or Audi currently sells. It has more screens, better materials, more advanced AI, faster charging, more horsepower, and a feature set that makes those German sedans look like they are stuck in 2015. Even the fully loaded ultra-luxury trim maxes out around $140,000, which is still less than a base S-Class in the United States. It is half the price with double the technology. The value proposition is so aggressive, it feels like someone made a mistake in the pricing department. Let that sink in. You could buy this car and pocket $60,000 compared to an S-Class. Or you could buy two of these instead of one Maybach. This is not just competitive pricing, it is market disruption on a level that should terrify the German luxury establishment. This is not a cheaper alternative with compromises. This is a better car for less money, period. So here is the final impossible question I need you to answer. If this car was sitting in a showroom next to a Mercedes S-Class, a BMW 7 Series, and an Audi A8, all at their respective price points, which one are you driving home? Are you paying $160,000 for a badge and heritage that your grandfather respected? Or are you paying $100,000 for a car that is technologically superior in every measurable way? Are you sticking with the safe, established German brands because that is what everyone expects? Or are you brave enough to buy the Chinese sedan that makes those Germans look outdated? I know what I would pick, and I think the folks in Stuttgart, Munich, and Ingolstadt should be legitimately terrified. If this video made you angry at how much we're overpaying for German teas, smash that like button right now. Hit subscribe and ring that notification bell, because next week we're diving into another Chinese car that is coming for the supercar market. And trust me, Ferrari is not going to like it. Drop a comment below telling me if you would actually trust a Chinese luxury sedan over the Germans, or if the badge still matters more. I want to hear the debate. Until next time, this is Torque Vision, and I'm out.